Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah, definitely come a long way. So that's awesome. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, what you built is really, really amazing.
I'm very impressed. Very, very cool.
So this is definitely really powerful, actually. Just a lot of information in there.
I love it. This is really good. This is a lot of enhancements.
I'm obsessed. This is fantastic.
I love how easy that is.
It's a huge value add.
Honestly, that's a game changer.
This is game changer.
I think that's going to be a game changer, if you ask me.
When will that be released? Because that's really powerful.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shira Abel, founder and CEO of Hunter & Bard, a strategic B2B marketing agency. Today, I'm excited to host the Influ2 V2 launch event, where we'll unveil a major product update. Dmitry Lizitsky, co-founder and CEO of Influ2, will kick things off by sharing his vision for the future of B2B advertising. This vision became the foundation of Influ2 V2. Alicia Patel, head of CS, will then delve into the fundamental challenges faced by go-to-market teams and how the new platform is designed to address them. Next up, Joe McNeil, Chief Revenue Officer, will shed light on how version 2 will help enhance sales strategies. We'll also hear directly from customers on how they build their marketing strategy with Influ2 V2. Version 2 marks a significant transformation, evolving Influ2 from a person-based advertising tool into an end-to-end revenue marketing platform. Please join me in welcoming Dmitry. He will tell us more about this journey.
Hello, and thank you all for being with us today. Today, I would like to talk about advertising. I love advertising. Ads are foundation to consumer marketing where I started my career. It's the main go-to-market channel for consumer brands. It's so ubiquitous that it inspired the whole pop art movement. It's so powerful that cutting ad budget means death to consumer brands. It's so sophisticated that when you watch Cannes Festival or Super Bowl ads, you realize it's a real masterpiece. But not in B2B. It has always been a huge disappointment to me. Ads have never been at the core of GTM strategy for B2B brands. B2B advertising in your feed is meant to someone else and no one in particular, and people are annoyed by thoughtless and irrelevant noise. We founded Influ2 with an idea of advertising being able to talk to each buyer individually and reading each buyer's intent, even if they say nothing. We imagined ads to become a sales conversation channel, because selling into a large organization is about a human talking to another human. Influ2 technology shows us to specific decision makers and knows who is clicking on each banner by name. It's hard to describe the excitement when we first launched Influ2 campaigns and watched how CMOs of large organizations click on our ads. It felt like we read their minds. What we didn't know back then was how this unique tech would fit into the reality of modern marketing organization. We've spent the 7 years learning from our customers and using our technology ourselves, aiming to understand what works and what doesn't work. We have incorporated everything we learned into our new products that we are launching today, and this new product offers an additional layer of capabilities on top of our core technology. And with these capabilities, Influ2 becomes a true revenue marketing platform built for the modern marketing organization. Hope you will like it.
With 30 customers on board for Influ2 version 2, we are proud to announce that we've built a true revenue marketing engine. With Influ2 V2, you can now see what priorities salespeople have right now and decide whom to target. Push relevant ads for each prospect as they progress in their individual buyer journeys, all at scale. Help sales teams leverage unique contact-level intent generated by your marketing program. Measure how the program influences the sales pipeline and contributes to driving revenue. The foundation of Influ2 V2 is the same powerful engine that targets individual buyers across all major ad platforms.
Now, Alicia, head of customer success at Influ2, will walk us through the major challenges faced by go-to-market teams. The Influ2 team and their customers worked together to pinpoint these challenges. The insights they gained became the foundation for every new capability. Let's take a closer look.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. And Shira, thanks for passing the scene to me. Today, I'm going to walk you through our customer insights and how they transformed into the product capabilities that we see today. At the heart of every B2B marketing program lies this concept of an ideal customer profile. So when it comes to choosing an audience for targeting, everybody knows that sales and marketing should align on their priority accounts. However, what we've discovered is that customers struggle to stay updated on changing priorities. Accounts that were important 3 months ago may no longer be a focus. In some cases, sales and marketing may even go after different people within the same account. So we decided to find a solution for that.
With Cohort Builder in version 2, you can build your target audience by pulling data directly from your CRM. You don't even need to involve your operations team. You can use sales outreach as a parameter for Cohort Builder to select prospects that salespeople are talking to right now. Alternatively, you can use Cohort Builder as a constructor. You define the criteria, and we pull audiences that meet these criteria from your CRM. Once your target audiences are created, you can check if they match sales priorities and see which member of the sales team is responsible for these prospects. You can group decision makers into different cohorts based on criteria that make the most sense for your business, such as persona, industry, or awareness level.
For most of our customers, sales is a very long journey. On the one hand, this creates an opportunity for ads to become a valuable sales ally. For example, ads can help build awareness among multiple members of a buying group, or ads can help keep those decision makers engaged from that first touch point to a closed deal. On the other hand, we know that no single ad can fit every stage of a buyer's journey, and buyers move at different paces. This makes creating a buyer experience where ad content matches the journey often unscalable and overwhelming for marketers. So we decided to find a solution for that too.
In the version 2, you can personalize ads for each prospect individually, according to where they are in their buyer's journey. If needed, you can tailor custom journeys for each audience you're targeting. You can add as many stages to the journey as you want, and use automation triggers to define when to change ads. For example, move prospects to the next stage when they click on your ad, or view it for a defined amount of time. This will help you align content with advancing awareness. Your journeys can be as sophisticated as you want. For example, you can tailor them according to the sales funnel. This way, you can target prospects at different pipeline stages with messages that will help accelerate sales. Once your ads are up and running, you can track how buyers progress through the journeys. And, of course, you can delve deeper to see the individual journey of each buyer.
When prioritizing their efforts, salespeople need to have the answer to 2 questions. 1, who to call, and 2, what to say. Influ2 gives you the answer to both of those questions. Not only do salespeople know who is engaging with ads on the account, but also which ads they're clicking on. This provides insight to start a relevant conversation, and as a result, prospects who click on ads typically respond twice as well. However, even when marketing creates an amazing program and engages lots of prospects, sales teams are often out of the loops and likely missing on the insights that are provided.
With the Sales Priorities feature, salespeople can now receive Influ2 intent signals both through the product report and in their native environment. For example, we can push contact-level intent of target prospects through a Salesforce widget, send them in a daily email digest, or even notify reps in a Slack channel. Salespeople can use these signals to prioritize their outreach. To decide who to call first, they can check who recently clicked on the Influ2 ads. To check what resonates with each prospect, they can drill down and get more context. The first thing they will see will be the content that attracted the prospect's attention. Reps can use it to start the next conversation. Reps can also trace back how each prospect previously engaged with ads and see all sales touches to craft their pitch. In addition, Influ2 V2 detects whether intent signals are acted upon, so none slip through the cracks.
What we see among our customers is that in a tough macro environment, marketing programs are often the first to get cut. One of the reasons is that the metrics that are used to assess these programs are rarely connected to the top line. Take generated MQLs, for example. Marketers are committed to the idea of generating MQLs because it's very clear how to measure them. But when it comes to measuring the impact that marketing efforts have on the sales pipeline or even revenue, marketing rarely has access or means to track such influence. And when you can't measure it, you can't improve. That's why we created a tool that shows the impact that marketing generates with Influ2 so our customers can get the credit that they deserve.
Revenue reporting in version 2 connects program outcomes to the data directly pulled from your CRM. This allows you to track how buying group engagement turns into a generated pipeline. We trace your revenue impact from the first touch point with specific decision makers to the deal won. Track how much pipeline was generated every month to identify patterns or trends and act on them. In version 2, you can see how marketing helps push deals through the sales pipeline. You can also get the answer to the ultimate question: how much new business has been created with the help of your Influ2 program?
Now Joe, the Chief Revenue Officer at Influ2, will share a salesperson's perspective on how using V2 can help tackle major sales challenges. Joe has spent years helping inbound and outbound driven companies achieve their revenue goals. He believes that by addressing sales challenges, we can create a bridge between marketing and revenue.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for being with us today. Shira, thank you for the introduction. As Shira mentioned, my name is Joe McNeil, and I have the pleasure of being the CRO here at Influ2. Before joining Influ2, I was at a company called Site Improve, which I helped grow from 8 to 100 million. That was 100% through outbound. Prior to that, I was with an organization called Proto Labs, and I helped them grow from 70 to 240 million, and that was almost 100% through inbound. So I definitely have experience in both growth models.
What is the main sales challenge for fast-growing companies?
In my experience, the biggest commercial challenge was scaling a company and scaling the pipeline generation. The saying goes, if you want to hit your bookings target tomorrow, you need to hit your pipeline target today. In Pavilion's last 2 Pulse reports, they've asked market leaders what their primary focus is right now. The most common answer in both has been outbound. So if outbound is ineffective or dead, as LinkedIn would have you believe, why are most go-to-market leaders making it their primary focus? The reality is because most companies right now are below pipeline targets and that they're trying to take back control of their pipeline gen. Companies that are effective at outbound pipeline gen have a huge competitive advantage in this environment because hitting pipeline has such a big downstream effect on all commercial unit economics. Companies are realizing that pipeline gen cannot be the responsibility of 1 or 2 teams, that everyone in the organization needs to be a part of the pipeline team.
How has GTM team alignment been evolving in recent years?
There have been a number of advancements in tech supporting go-to-market team alignment in recent years. We've seen a transition from sales tech and MarTech to rev tech. But ultimately, the key to creating full alignment is when your entire commercial team, namely the sales and marketing teams, have a unified definition of what it means to win. Pipeline generation should be pass-fail, and all of the channels should support each other in a synergistic way. The new generation of rev tech needs to support commercial alignment through the tech, but also support the team in measuring the impact, making it easier to do the right thing and show the impact doing the right thing has.
What was your experience with traditional ABM vendors?
Traditional ABM vendors have moved alignment forward in a big way, improving both internal commercial processes, but also the customer experience. In fact, at my previous company, we used to work with one of the market leaders in the ABM space at providing account level intent. While intent is great, it can create a couple of problems. One being where marketing and sales seem to be competing with each other to hit their swim lane metrics within the intent funnel. In addition, while intent can be very helpful for sales to narrow their target list, it can also create the challenge of understanding how to action on it. Salespeople don't target accounts, they target people. Deals don't happen between brands, they happen between people. And when you have a high intent account, how do you act on it? If Microsoft is showing high intent, how do you know the level of warmth for the contacts you're targeting?
What can help bridge the gap between marketing and sales?
Once we have that unified vision of success, then we can all optimize in the right direction. Typically, to maximize synergy and impact, both teams benefit from targeting the exact same audience. While this sounds overly simple, In practice, it isn't all that common. How many marketing teams have trouble with sales reaching out to their leads? Typically, this is an audience problem, not a process problem. Influ2 is basically outbound for marketers. It arms marketers with the ability to target ads at specific people, then push back intent information on the contact record. This gives AEs and SDRs a very specific roadmap to their warmest prospects, so they know the most impactful activities they can be doing right now. More specifically, they know who to call and what to say, because people engage with ads that are relevant to them, ads that address some issue or demand that they have. So when a person clicks on an ad, it's basically them saying, hey, this topic caught my attention and it's relevant to me right now.
How can sales improve outbound conversion rates?
SalesLoft actually did a study where they dug into contact rates for prospecting and found something really interesting. Essentially, a singular media type prospecting effort yields a 5% response rate. Think email only. But when you add an additional media type, think the phone, it immediately doubles. Add another into the mix, like LinkedIn, and it triples. So there's this exponential growth concept based off of the amount of media types that you use in prospecting. In fact, their study went up to 5. But once you go beyond the primary 3 methods, things can get a little tricky. There are personalized videos, which can be effective, but they eat up a lot of SDR's precious time. But if you could find another way to introduce an additional media type on a larger scale, it would be a no-brainer, wouldn't it?
Now let's switch from the sales perspective to the customer's point of view. There's no better way to truly grasp the impact of Influ2 V2 than by hearing directly from users. We invited customers who have already been leveraging V2 to share how the new features advance their advertising strategies. Let's welcome Brent from ESW. He'll talk about how Influ2 V2 has reshaped their advertising strategy. ESW provides online retailers with control over the end-to-end international customer journey, from checkout to returns.
Hi, I'm Brent Hammett, Demand Generation Manager at ESW. ESW is a complete enterprise commerce solution for brands looking to accelerate growth within and across borders. And today I'm excited to share our experience with Influ2 V2. So in our pursuit to enhance our marketing strategies, Influ2 has been a wonderful partner, particularly in influencing our sales pipeline and helping drive opportunities towards revenue. We've been able to harness the power of Influ2's Journeys feature for our campaigns, and this allows us to target prospects at the top, middle, and bottom stages of the funnel, as well as at various deal stages in our Salesforce system. This strategic targeting has significantly improved our funnel management and our content customization, aligning it more effectively with the buyer's journey. Influ2 V2's impact extends to our collaboration with our BDRs. It's streamlined our alignment and enabling us to support their email outreach with synchronized ad campaigns. Additionally, the integration with Salesforce allows BDRs to track engagement with our ads, enhancing real-time communication and follow-up. The reporting capabilities of Influ2 V2 have been instrumental. It simplifies our monthly business reviews by providing detailed reports on influenced opportunities. This not only saves time, but it also offers valuable insights at that account level. Overall, the implementation of Influ2 V2 has accelerated our campaign launches, fine-tuned our marketing strategies, and simplified reporting across various stakeholders in both sales and marketing. It's really been a pivotal tool in elevating our marketing efforts here at ESW. Thanks.
I'm excited to introduce Adir, who will share how Influ2 V2 has become an essential tool in Sapiens growth strategies. With over 40 years of expertise, Sapiens helps insurers adapt to the digital era by modernizing complex processes and legacy systems. They enable industry leaders like Euler Hermes, Beneva, and Hiscox.
How do you use Influ2 V2?
Hi, I'm Adir Ben-Ezri, Director of Growth at Sapiens. We use Influ2 V2 to drive qualified pipeline and boost sales by advertising to key decision makers and influencers within our target accounts.
How have new features impacted your advertising program?
At Sapiens, we are only marketing and selling to enterprise account, and we engage with quite a broad and diverse buying committees consisting of different personas. The way you tell the story can be different between personas, even if the overall messages are similar. V2 allows us to do this more easily with the breakdown of journey, cohorts, and content.
Why did you switch to Influ2 V2 from V1?
We moved to Influ2 V2 mainly because of the journey constructor, which I waited long for such capability to have. Instead of relying on generic funnels or building generic funnels, guessing at which awareness or consideration level the prospect is, it lets us think user journeys already from the ad stage. So whenever I have a complex message, I can tell this story and tell this message pillar by pillar and really build an awareness and consideration journey for each prospect individually.
What problems are you solving with Influ2?
The primary problem we are solving with Influ2 is the confidence in the effectiveness of our ad campaigns. At the end of the day, you run marketing campaigns to support sales, but until Influ2, it was kind of a guess. You don't really know the engagement level. You don't even know if you managed to reach the individual with your ads. You don't know if the individual exhibited any interest, whether he clicked, visited, what he did. So Influ2 solves all this, and V2 is even solving this for us better by prioritizing the different prospects and contacts to sales based on the signals they received. And the sales executive, aside for getting the notifications, the sales executives and the SDR has the sales priorities embedded within Salesforce, letting them close the cycles far quicker.
It's my pleasure to welcome Maria, who leads performance marketing at Ledgy. She will shed light on how Influ2 V2 has enhanced their ABM motion. Ledgy is an equity management platform that automates workflows to handle large volumes of data and documents easily. They help companies like BeReal, Getir, Tide, Hubble, and more in leveraging equity to scale growth.
Why did you decide to implement Influ2 V2?
Hi everyone, my name is Maria Dirina. I'm a performance marketing manager at Ledgy. We use Influ2 for our B2B ABM programs. Now, we decided to implement Influ2 when we realized that running our ads on huge contact lists required by other platforms is simply not effective enough. We wanted to do account segmentation and show specific messaging to specific contacts, account groups, or specific people even. And I think for a long time in B2B, the choice has been either between very broad spray and pray campaigns or very manual IBM efforts. And that's where Influ2 came in very handy, because now we could automate all our ABM campaigns. And instead of addressing the whole contact lists, we are now kicking off conversations with specific accounts and specific people, most importantly, in those accounts.
How did you integrate Influ2 into your ABM program?
What I love about Influ2 V2 are the automated sequences. So we organized our campaigns according to the traditional marketing funnel. We start at the top of the funnel where we show more generic messaging, just triggering attention, interest, curiosity from our prospects. Then at the second stage, we give some value to the contacts. We distribute the reports and white papers produced by Ledgy. Then at the third stage, it's when we start introducing Ledgy as a company, explaining our solutions and how they can help our prospects solve their problems. And that's also when the sales start getting in touch with the contacts. And by that time, it's not a cold outreach anymore, because the prospects have been, by that time, through at least 3 stages of messaging from Ledgy. So they definitely recognize our brand, our values by that time. Now, we don't stop on that. We continue and support sales while they're outreaching and negotiating with the prospects by a few more stages in the sequence, where we highlight Ledgy's expertise, USPs, social proof, etc. And all of these stages are beautifully automated, which I love. The notifications for the sales team are also automated. So we've got a Slack channel where we receive notifications for all the clicks happening in the ABM campaigns. And also SDRs receive personal emails for the contacts where they are primary contact owners. And that's, I find, very convenient because then they could follow up directly from the mailbox. I think generally in Influ2 V2, the automations and the integrations are very enhanced. I don't need, for example, to create dozens of custom contact lists before launching the campaigns. Now I fully do the audience segmentation directly in Influ2. All our CRM parameters are already there. I can create any audience I need literally in seconds.
How do you use Influ2 to improve your program's performance?
What I also like is that Influ2 reports on the banner and video performance cross-campaign. That basically allows us to see how one banner, one type of messaging, how does it work for different audiences, and to compare those. It quickly has become one of our most favorite activities during the QBRs, when the whole marketing team sits down and we look at how different banners performed for different audience throughout the quarter. And it's a very good source of signals also for our product marketing manager, for example, to understand what interests people, what triggers their attention, what makes them click. And it's also a great source of signal for our designer, of course, for her creative process. It's very valuable to see which messaging, which banners resonate well with different audience, accounts, and people even specifically. That's very valuable.
How does Influ2 V2 impact your marketing sales alignment?
I would say in general, running ABM via Influ2 has been a very uniting activity for us, especially for the marketing and sales teams. I've never discussed any campaign on any platform as much as I discuss Influ2 campaigns and automated sequences with our sales team. They're very directly involved. I would say it's almost like a bridge between marketing and sales teams.
What are the most recent results you've seen with Influ2 V2?
We treat ABM as a pipeline channel, and now with the help of Influ2, ABM has become one of the top 3 channels for MRR pipeline.
All right, I think it's official. We've covered everything we wanted to today. Before we say goodbye, let's say thank you to all of our speakers, Dimitri, Alicia, and Joe. Also, a big thank you to the incredible customers of Influ2 for sharing their stories with us today. I hope you all found it as insightful as I did. And just before you go, I want to share one more thing. There's more to come. The team at Influ2 is planning to launch a series of in-depth webinars to address each go-to-market problem that V2 can help you solve. Stay tuned, and we'll be happy to see you again. Thank you for your time.